What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of What Are They Cooking, the series where we review spicy replays that the audience has sent in. As always, if you've got a replay you want to see featured on the segment, you can post it in the Discord in the description in the Edison Format replays channel. Now, starting off today, we have QuickDragons, which I think we saw QuickDraw Infernity the other day. So I guess this is just like another random deck that you wouldn't expect to see quick draw in with quick draw in it. I think this is definitely it's like a weird dragon build because I believe they have like white stone and blue eyes and stuff, which I mean can be a cool like little plus engine. It always feels weird playing it without rejuve though. I don't know why we normal summon that valley because it just gets banished by the thing. We just like went neg and then we actually drew Mindcon next turn too. Oh my god. We could have just like set tomato, which wouldn't have worked out that great, but we could have like at least had the Mindcon Valley. It would have been so good, but we didn't know we were going to draw the Mindcon, so it is what it is. All right, looks like we're going for turn 1 Drill Warrior here in game 2, so that's not a bad start. And we're just going to chill. Opponent specials out. The Gale hits in. Do we drop Gores? No, we do not. We don't want our guy to get halved. Okay. Plus, they're just going to make Colossal Fighter anyway. We're going to poke direct with the Drill Warrior. We're going to banish him. And we're going to pass again, I guess, prioritizing keeping the Gores live here rather than trying to resolve a big Torrential Tribute. Okay, so we get back to the thing. We draw Future Fusion. Well, that's pretty good. Are we going to activate it? We'll make our Gores dead, but it'll also summon a bunch of red meds. So, I don't know. Seems pretty alright. We get to search a Blue Eyes also since we send the White Stone, but we are not... Wait. What did we send? Yeah, we could have summoned red meds here, right? But I guess we don't want to while Colossal's on the board. I mean, they would have just gotten outed anyway. Here, we're probably going to go for the Black Rose Dragon play, which seems pretty good because the set is a D-Prison, so we kind of just go Mega Plus there. Mega Plus, all the opponent has is Brain Caius. They have Dust Shoot, though, and they have a Vayu set up, so they're not totally out of it. They're only kind of out of it. Here, we're going to eat Dust Shoot. What do they take? They take the Dandelion. Alright, well, I guess that means Debris is sort of dead. We're gonna pitch the Valley. Okay, not go to normal summon, we're gonna use our Wyrens now. Obviously, the Brain Control, though, is gonna be really good here. We Crow the Vayu. They can just use Brain. Will they Tribute for Caius, or will they just crash? They will just crash. Alright, we draw Dandy for turn, very funny. We try to attack, we eat a D-Prison, so finally Drill Warrior's gone. We go Debris Dragon, Special Red Med, this should just be lethal, right? Yeah, okay. On to game number 3 then. On to game number 3. So, this kind of looks like... Almost looks like Plant Rulers or something with like a hat format. Is that even a hat format deck? I think it is. Kind of. I think most people play the Mythic build in hat format, though. It may or may not even be a thing in hat format, actually. The whole timeline of Rulers is kind of a foggy memory to me. But let's see. We're getting Caius. We have the Chain Raigeki Break, pitch the White Stone, get a Blue Eyes. I mean, yeah, that's kind of cool. We're going to eat an Oppression here, which they didn't tribute for cost. So they could have tributed a token and then like been down 1 token, which actually would have mattered because they wouldn't have been able to summon the Blue Eyes. But the opponent just kind of flipped the Oppression preemptively there and got punished. And they just draw all traps under our decree. All traps under the Royal Decree. That's a rough one. So that's Quick Draw Dragons. I mean, it's cool to see another deck that isn't Dragon Turbo abusing the whole White Stone thing, I guess. But hey, it's something. The opponent was just playing Vayu, so pretty standard. Here we are playing... Whoa, that's an Exiled Force. I'm assuming this is just regular Hero Beat, but there's an Exiled Force in there for some reason. We're playing Exodius, Plasma, Turbo. Pretty based, I'm not going to lie. Pretty based. I've done stuff like this with Vosky. Never really liked it, but throwing in Plasma is kind of neat, you know? It's pretty cool. We're going to end phase Dust. We draw into Lone Fire, which I guess we were playing around Gores there by not going for it. We eat... Oh, that was a sick play. They compulse our Stardust, and then they just Torrential on the Future Fusion. Well, now we're going for Titanial, right? And we're going to summon Exodius, and the Exodius is going to spam some tokens out there so that the Titanial will have negations. That's pretty neat. Alright, we get some tokens. I definitely love Exodius. I've tried to make it work a number of ways. Unfortunately, I have been kind of unsuccessful there, but we do try. Okay, they scoop on the dust shoot. Understandable. Like, they were not winning that one. They were not winning that one. Game number 2 definitely looks like they were just playing hero beats. So we're going to set some stuff. The Debris Dragon does kind of wall, but they can just gem spark. Okay, they're not going to, though. I can't think of a lot of good reasons to not gem spark and just, like, beat in, but alright. We go Stratos. Alright, Stratos can pop a back row. They chain Torrential, though, so that's going to stop the Stratos pop effect from actually resolving. And then we chain Gemini Spark, hit the Dust Tornado. They chain Dust Tornado, hit the Skill Drain, which is very good for them. They're just going to set them all. Now we can start doing our special summon things, though. We're going to get out a Titanial that just eats a Bottomless. We are not activating Future Fusion. Do we not? We should have targets, right? Why don't we just activate it? We could send, like, Stratos Ocean, or I don't know what our hero targets are, but we could do something funny with Call of the Haunted, probably. Well, Exodius comes down now. And we send what? We send Dandelion. Alright, makes sense. I wonder if this deck's playing the One Wolf. Probably not. The thing is, it is, like, an issue if you draw it. So, okay, now we will finally activate this. We'll send Snowman Eater, which we're apparently playing. We're going to go Lone Fire into Dandy, bring out Plasma. Plasma doesn't get priority because we friggin' summoned it by tributing the Dandelion. However, we can call Stratos, get another Plasma, try to steal this now. It is going to work out for us, and now we just pass, alright? We're going to swing, we eat a D-Prison, set Scapegoat. Opponent's going to summon some of these guys. We're just going to goat to avoid taking the 3,800 damage. Understandable. Alright, we get the Absolute Zero. Torrential Tribute comes down. It's a pretty good trade for us, though. We Rhoda for Alias. So we're playing Alias in here. That answers the question in terms of what the other heroes are. We also have Quick Draw, which makes sense. Draw Foolish, not too useful. Opponent's just drawing a bunch of Dynas, which they can't really summon with this Alias on the board. We go for Black Rose Dragon and, like, use the second effect. Okay. That's going to work out all right. What are the back rows that the opponent actually has here? Starlight Road, Skill Drain, Royal Oppression. None of them do anything to an established field. They're going to have to flip the... No, actually, the Dyna is going to take care of the field there, but unfortunately, not going to be enough because they can't deal with Alias. They, like, actually just can't deal with Alias because their sets are a bunch of Floodgates and stupid, useless Starlight Road. All right. Next replay we've got is Demise OTK. Yeah, that's right. It's another GX era deck that someone's trying to play in Edison format. I don't know. This deck lost a lot of important things like Advanced Ritual Art. I mean, Demise at 2 probably doesn't matter too much. But ARA at 1 is so painful, man. It's so painful, especially considering you got to play, like, 3 bricks with it or something, too. I guess you did get trade-in, which is really good for you. Imagine if you just had, like, triple ARA. I feel like this deck would be crazy. I feel like the deck would actually be really good, but unfortunately not the case. We're drawing with trade-in. We draw to double Manju. Manju get Demise. We are going to activate ARA now. I feel like we might want to wait, but okay. We get Bottomless after Prio paying 2,000. Why would you Prio pay 2,000 there? That seems really dumb, actually, because if they just Bottomless it, we would just keep our field and keep our 2,000 life points. Alright, we're going to summon the Manju. We're going to bring out the Doomdozer. We're going to go for game with Megamorph, but always punished. They have Mirror Force, so rough one for us. They're going to go Instant Fusion, Emergency Teleport, into the Thought Ruler. Thought Ruler Syndrome strikes again, huh? Maybe, yeah, they should probably just go Colossal. Because, like, Doomdozer's 28 or something. I don't know. Yeah, probably just Colossal. Anyway, they're going to hit it a Morphing Jar, though. That's gonna really shake things up here. We draw a full, entire new hand with stuff that doesn't do much. Common Charity. How many normals do you play in here? Is this really worth it? I don't know. Alright, we mill 3 with Trooper. We brain, and they just let us take the Thought. What? Why did you make Thought Ruler if you're just going to let them take it? Huh? What was the... What? Why didn't you drop Tragonia? Opponent... We gotta talk, opponent. What are you thinking? What are you doing here? All right, they win with Heavy Storm. None of it matters. The letting them have Thought Ruler doesn't matter. Refusing to drop Trag doesn't matter. They're just gonna activate Heavy Storm and kill 5 back row and win the duel. Okay, I can live with that. I can accept that. I can make peace with that. Maybe. All right. Opponent goes Italy into Caius. This is maybe the kind of play where they would have wanted to heavy beforehand, but the back row is just a useless Call the Haunted anyway, so it's kind of fine. They can hit it with everything. What will they make? They will make Colossal. All right, no Thought Ruler Syndrome this time. I guess they just... Maybe they're just under the impression that Thought Ruler is worthless because it doesn't... Because they can just brain control it, bro. All right, we will drop Dragonia this time. We've learned from our mistakes. We're gonna... Actually, why... Okay. Creature swap going to be used. So I guess we're getting punished here because we didn't pay 2,000 in main 2 to clear the Trag, which is maybe something we should have done. If they had Caius or a tuner, it would have like converted into something that would out our thing. But as it happens, creature swap was for some reason the thing that outed our thing. So we're going to go set the Morphing Jar. Game's about to get complicated again, I fear. Opponent's going to out our Doom Dozer. Presumably we go for the Mirror Force at this point, and then we flip up the jar. We're going to draw a 5, see if we can't find a path to lethal. The answer is, unfortunately, a resounding no. We could get them within 100 if we had summoned Manju, I think, but no, not going to work. Opponent summons Zombie Master, just hits over the Morphing Jar, not bothering to hit over the Dyna because their hand... No, they should have hit over Dyna, actually. Wait, what were they thinking? What actually were they thinking? They had a Plague Engrave and multiple instant fusions. They could have done stuff in main 2, maybe, but they just like, no, I don't want to. Here we get hit with the Dust Shoot. It's kind of fine, though. Are we going to go straight for the Demise? Bro, what? Okay, well, I guess they dropped Gores initially, which is kind of smart because they just want to avoid all the damage. They know it's getting cleared anyway. We pay 2,000. We equip Megamorph. So you get a 4,800, and we actually just attack for game. We actually just demise them to death. We just summon Demise on like turn 2 and demise them to or turn 1, and we demise them to death. Very impressive. All right, Demise OTK in current year. Well, not in 2010. All right, final replay we've got is... Wait, what? Oh, this is a high-rated match between Blackwings and macro stun stuff. These kinds of players, man, they just set 4 with and pray no Heavy Storm, I guess. All right, we're going for Mindcon here. It actually kind of pays off. I guess they figured that they might as well go for it in this situation. So their hand does sort of suck. The Morphing Jar is helpful-ish. It's going to let them draw cards that don't suck as much. They're going to go for DD Survivor. DD Survivor attack. Mirror Force is going to clear it. We're going to go ahead, summon Shura, set everything, try to swing in, but they have Dimensional Prison. We're going to chain Icarus attack, but they have Starlight Road. The best card in the game, as I always say. Starlight Road. Okay, Caius going to hit our... Wait, okay, they're one of these obnoxious people that don't use the phase buttons in a format with Trap Dust Shoot. And, yeah, okay. Well, alright, they're swinging in with Stardust. What do we do here? You could Dust Tornado to try and bait them into negating. No, that's not going to work. Now they're going to exile their own Morphing Jar. They exiled their own Morphing Jar so that we can't get a new hand. We go for Brain Control here. That's pretty good. We dust the new back row, attack for 2,500, and then tribute summon Sirocco. Opponent's going to set a Spy. That's kind of good versus Blackwing, I'm not going to lie. We're going to Icarus here after stacking with the Sirocco to go to 34. Fortunately, opponent's deck probably doesn't even play Gores, so that's not something we have to worry about. They summon Gale. We could just Judgment that. We do just Judgment that. All right. They're not going to set Return. I can't think of a single reason not to set Return here. Just bluffing Gores, maybe? I don't know. They said it now, I guess. Whatever. They're going to swing in. DD Warrior Lady will banish. Summon DD Survivor. That's a good draw for sure. They flip up Return and go for Lethal. And it's not going to work because they have D-Prison. Okay. But this isn't going to work because we have D-Prison. And that is just game because we are out of monsters. Alright. Well, interesting game number 1. We draw into Dective, which we are apparently on because of all the flip monsters, I guess, that we saw in game 1. Dust Shoot's going to take the Sirocco. Does he know? Does this man know? He might know. Alright, we're going to summon Blizzard, attack. Are we allowed? I think we can collude here. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that is a legal play to make. So we go... Yeah, because Morphing Jar should be like the end of the damage. I don't... The damage step is so dumb, man. I'm going to have to consult the chart. But I'm sure we can. I'm sure we can collude here. And we can deck dev. And it only hits one thing. And it doesn't hit that thing either. Pretty mediocre deck dev, honestly, because of that Morphing Jar resolved. Let's see. We get to see one more draw phase with it, though, right? Or do we get to see 2 more? We used it on our turn. All right. Well, it's not going to hit that card either, unfortunately. Dust Tornado going to be used, hitting the Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. Torrential Tribute, though. That's pretty good. And, yeah, the deck dev is officially a neg-1. But we got information, so that's something. That is something. All right, are we going to go for the Cyber Dragon? We indeed are going to go for the Cyber Dragon. Dust Tornado going to be used on a random back row. Hits the Dark Bribe, which is pretty fortunate because now they can't stop the D-Prison from getting rid of the Cyber Dragon. And the Colute beatdown continues. No, it does not. We have a D-Prison. Set bottomless. Allure of Darkness. We draw another Colute. We summon another Colute. All right, let's see. We draw Warrior Lady. Set it. Now we're going to bottomless here. No Icarus. What did they even prohibition? What did they actually call it? They prohibition Sirocco? Or no? I think... Okay, Did they prohibition Sirocco? I should have paid more attention at the time. I think they prohibition Sirocco, but because that's the only thing name I can see that they typed in the chat. But oh wait, yeah, okay. I'm gonna assume that's what happened. So we can't use the Sirocco in our hand. Well, that's a bit annoying. Return is going to be used again. It's pretty cool that Macro Stun gets to have a crazy high ceiling win con with Return, I guess. So we're going to summon a bunch of dudes. Graveskeeper's Descendant is going to hit a back row. Bottomless Trap Hole is going to be used. That's going to banish everything again. Now they're going to go Whirlwind, Shora. Are we just dead? No. Why aren't we just dead? They chose not to attack with anything? I think. Well, Gale gets summoned, tries to attack, and they're just going to allow that. Because we don't have a Colute in our hand anymore because we normal summoned it earlier. We're going to Heavy Storm. And that will be met with a Starlight Road, I guess? Yeah, that seems... Yeah, that's pretty good. That is something. We special summon Gale. Gale have... I feel like we should have had it again. Couldn't you just make... Well, I guess we're playing around stuff. I feel like sometimes people play around too much stuff. You gotta go for it, man. I don't know. Maybe he made the right call. Because if it was just like bottomless, he would have lost. So, yeah. Because you can't use the Sirocco either, which is super annoying. Mirror Force, though. Mirror Force kind of goes hard, but the Survivor just comes back. So, a little bit rough. We draw into Icarus attack. And Barbara is going to be summoned. They can't afford the skill drain anymore, though. And we're going to Icarus attack. Hits... the prohibition in a random back row. The random back row that we hit was the skill drain, which was kind of useless anyway. So I guess now we have to... Wait, what? Okay, we have tons of life points. We can buy time. We're just going to set Icarus. They draw another Starlight Road, though. Pretty funny. We go for the Black Whirlwinds. Try to attack over Barbaros. That's just gonna work. Okay, they go for Caius. We chain Icarus, and they have road number 2. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Best card in the format, Starlight Road, as I always say. Winning them the game. I mean, you do have to play it in this kind of deck, right? I definitely advocate, if you want to play back row stun, you should play Starlight Road in there for sure. So, really, this is completely consistent with my teachings. But, yeah, it's going to wrap it up for today. As always, hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought in the comments section. I'll see you next time. As always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Furthermore, if you enjoy my content, you should think about becoming a channel member. You get access to tons of bonus content, and it's a great way to help support the channel.